During the end of the Wireless Festival's opening night, following Drake's elevation above the enormous audience in the Finsbury Park in London, fireworks illuminated the sky while Whitney Houston's "I Will Always Love You" played. He asked the crowd and event organizers to exercise some restraint. Despite the rigorous curfew, he maintained that art had its own schedule. "Welcome to the Celebrity Rap Showroom, everyone. You're at the perfect place if you enjoy hip-hop drama and unvarnished, unadulterated celebrity moments. Remember to click the subscribe button." Drake had gone into the pit beneath the stage and was looking up at Lauryn Hill in adoration when she abruptly arrived on stage singing the energetic Fuji Smash. Ready or not, he went back to the stage as she sang her strong song, X Factor, which gave him the idea for his lively song, Nice for What. They sang together until the festival shut off their mics. The three-day wireless event this year was mostly focused on Drake and his wide-ranging impact. This instance stood out among the numerous partnerships and cameos that showcased various facets of his extensive reach. Hill has been a ferocious rapper and gifted vocalist throughout her career, fusing pop and hip-hop all around the world. She and Kanye West, who is now known as the are Drake's obvious forerunners. They both exemplify the kind of diverse, current, adaptable, and revolutionary celebrity Drake hopes to become. This was Drake's first major live performance in more than a year, except for a few dates on a shortened Australian tour earlier this year. His departure came after a turbulent time that included a heated feud with Kendrick Lamar, which included Lamar's song Not Like Us, which implied that Drake had a taste for younger women and went on to become a pop anthem, a Grammy winner, a highlight of the Super Bowl halftime show, and the focus of a lawsuit Drake filed against Universal Music Group, the parent company of both artists. For the majority of the last 15 years, Drake's future has frequently coincided with that of hip-hop and international pop. Drake's absence has caused a notable void in those conversations, which has made the last year especially puzzling. But the fallout from his altercation with Lamar has felt a little underwhelming. A perceived tension was frequently at the heart of their conflict. Drake appeared to have less claim to the authenticity of Lamar's hip-hop, which was a purer style. While Lamar's achievements bolstered a conventional view of hip-hop ideals, choosing sides emerged as a key motif in hip-hop last year. Drake and his selected performances at the event demonstrated a more inclusive, forward-looking approach, subtly questioning that conventional way of thinking. Every night of Wireless featured Drake as the main act, and his set selection had a different theme. Rap takes the stage on one night, R&B on another, and dance and party music on a third. Drake regularly mentioned the calls he made to invite people, suggesting that many were eager to join him on stage. His performances featured a number of guest appearances. These guest parts showcased a variety of partnerships, including joint ventures with British musicians J Hus, Skepa, He Die One, Dave, and Central C, as well as American rappers 21 Savage and Sexy Red. Drake even gave a frantic performance of LV Sandals by Fake Mink, a budding British artist. "Nobody can out-trap London rappers," Drake said. Nigerian musician Rima had a fantastic performance on the third night of the festival, ranging from the melancholic to the ferocious Ozia. Mario, who sounded fantastic on Let Me Love You, and Bobby Valentino, who was a little less remarkable on Slowed Down, were featured on the first night, which leaned towards sensuality. Wearing silk and carrying a glass of wine, Giveon sang a simple 3-song performance. One of the first R&B musicians to react to Drake's innovations in the mid-2010s was Bryson Tiller, who was featured on Exchange. Additionally, Drake joined the stage with his longtime collaborator Party Next Door, who were known for their ethereal music during an enthralling, albeit slightly protracted, session. The performances seemed to be customized for Drake at times. Not many celebrities at his level are as passionate about other singers, particularly in the hip-hop genre. His enthusiasm was infectious, whether he was helping Sexy Red with her shoes, so she could dance more freely, or watching Skepta play. Drake seems to work harder even when there are other performers on stage. Drake spent around half of his time on stage with his audience. He concentrated on high-energy sections of related songs when performing solo. He performed strong tunes, including header lines, Energy, Know Yourself, and Non-Stop, on the second night. Teenage Fever, Virginia Beach, Feel No Ways, and Passion Fruit were among the gentler selections on the first night. He sang a little off the rhythm of these songs before switching to a calm, stormy feeling. He didn't depend too much on his best songs. The crowd would frequently go into a frenzy at the first hint of a well-known synth. His nightly opening numbers weren't exactly hits. Instead, they were secret treasures for his devoted followers. Marvin's Room, his 2011 masterwork of self-absorbed misery, was exhibited on the opening night. Eidgaf, a collaboration with Yeet that included an anger rap atmosphere, was featured on the second night. Yeet joined him on stage wearing Chrome Hearts ponchos that matched. He performed an unreleased tune with British musician Central C on the last night. Each performance seemed like a relaxed fit in a familiar setting, much to the joy of the local crowd. It's just being genuine without any formality. Drake is also susceptible to sentimentality. He sang "I Will Always Love You" at the conclusion of each show, a gesture inspired by his mentor Lil Wayne, and went atop a crane-lifted stage to thank the crowd. Drake was beaming with happiness when pop artist Vanessa Carlton played a moving performance of her 2002 hit song 8,000 Miles at a piano on the second night. Right before that moment, featuring gifted R&B artists like Summer Walker and Sailor. Southern rap surrealism from Sabi, avant-garde British rappers Lance and C. Folks, and Fima Guerrero. South African Amapiano sensation Uncle Waffles, and Nigerian neo-traditionalists Burna Boy and Auto Double. The lineup of performers before Drake each night paid homage to a variety of musical styles. Even while the weekend's main focus was happiness, Drake also tried to come off as confident. He wore a bull riding vest with the words "Stay Cocky" printed on it on the first night. He also organized his own media attention, sending a private plane to carry a group of well-known YouTubers and live streamers, including Aiden Ross, Bendadon, DDG, Los Palos, and Kyle Foran of Neilk, who produced non-stop online material all weekend long. This was a smart PR move because their combined following was considerably larger than the live audience. Drake was able to raise the popularity of these well-known streamers, just as he had done for lesser-known local rappers in the past. Rivals like Kendrick Lamar were largely an afterthought or a minor supporting motif in this setting. Encouraged by Ross, the audience once burst into a vulgar chant directed against Lamar on the second night. Drake said, "Y'all thought y'all could knock the boy off for real?" After noticing and puffing up his chest, Drake unveiled his new song, "The Dark and Brooding." What Did I Miss?, which debuted at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. Earlier this month, during a 1-hour live stream on YouTube, in which he drove an ice delivery truck across Toronto. The song, which is full of scorn, is a powerful addition to Drake's vast discography of songs that convey contempt. He only played it on the second night of the event, instead showcasing his lively party song, Nokia. Every night, Nokia was a lively electro-rap song that was reminiscent of his big smash Hotline Bling. It was released in February as part of the album Some Sexy Songs for You, which was a collaboration with Party Next Door. This performance was in line with the story he was telling, particularly on the third night of the festival, when he showcased his talent for making inclusive pop music. Controlola, Find Your Love, and Work are just a few of the songs that draw inspiration from international music cultures, or sometimes disregarded in popular culture. Nigerian Afrobeats, South African Amapiano, Jamaican dancehall, British, drill, and Southern rap are just a few of the many genres that Drake's music incorporates, demonstrating a global perspective that goes beyond regional conventions. The globe is big and varied. Please leave your ideas in the comments section. I'd really appreciate hearing what you think about this. To keep up with this article, remember to like, subscribe, and enable alerts.